Hey guys, welcome back to Piston Head Productions, and today I don't really have a lot going on. It's been a crazy few months. If you've been following the channel, you know all of our coverage with Riley Sexsmith. If you haven't seen that stuff yet, make sure to check it out. It's called the Sexsmith Files. It is me following Riley through all 4 rounds of FD. Super cool, but yeah, I figured I would give you guys kind of an update on everything because I haven't done that in a little while, and just wanted to, yeah, kind of do that. So what do we got on the go? Well, everything's kind of delayed right now because, once again, I just kind of got back. It is getting very cold. It's actually snowing just a little bit right now. But let's start with the Turbo Coupe. Well, the Turbo Coupe did really well at Top Drift there the other week. My little brother did manage to nuke one of the spark plugs. So it has basically sat here since. I haven't done much. We've backed it in, and that was pretty much it. It just kind of stayed there. Plans for the car over the winter are going to be, well, I'm going to replace that spark plug wire and then maybe do some winter drifting with it. And then that might be it. That might be the end of the Turbo Coupe. When we were working on it for the last time, we found out that the front subframe is not in great shape. There's a lot of things that are not in great shape on it, so it's probably not worth it to go much further. Really cool car. Love the engine. Probably I'm looking for something rear-wheel drive to throw the engine in now because it's great. I really like it. It's pretty laggy, but it's fun. So that is probably the plan with that, is take it out ice drifting a little bit this winter and then most likely disassemble it. Now you might be wondering, where are those parts going to go to? Well, some of you might know, Scott's got this Fox body, which he's storing at my house. This is not where it's going to live all winter, just temporary because we're doing some other work that I'm going to get into. But this is Scott's banana yellow Fox body. So a lot of the parts that are on here bolt directly up to that. So more than likely, we're going to be transferring off a lot of the parts that that can fit, like the suspension. I don't think there's any point in doing the control arms because I don't know if he wants drift spec, but like stuff like the rad, you know, things like that, those can go in there. We can do a disc brake conversion on it. So yeah, I think that's what Scott's going to be getting as a little thank you for all the hard work that he does on the channel. He obviously doesn't get paid for any of it.
I'm not getting paid.
He's just along for the ride, just a glutton for punishment. So the least I can do is throw him parts that I'm not using. On the Suburban side of things, well, Suburban put up a little bit of a fight on the way back. There's a couple things that we noticed. The CV boot is ripped. We're still leaking a little bit of oil in there. Oh man, there's a couple other things. There's new exhaust leak on the other side. The starter is gone. So it needs like a good weekend worth of love, but I don't have any more temporary stickers for it. So if it's gonna get worked on, it's gonna get worked on right here. Or in there. So I still want to keep it unless somebody comes around with a good offer. If someone wants to offer me like $1 million, I don't know, like $3,500 cash, then they can take it. That's my offer. If you want to show up with $3,500 cash, as is, where is, it's yours. That would be about the only way I'd get rid of it. Anything less than that, it's worth it for me just to throw a bit more money into it and get it on the road. What else do we have on the go? Well, you might notice this giant hunk of steel behind me. It's been slowly appearing in videos. This is kind of the new shop a little bit. Yeah, we've got it mostly up. We're still working on it. Scott's going to come over today, actually, and we're going to finish bolting this thing down. Everything's pretty much erected.
You have a massive erection.
It is a little bit small. As you notice, it's deep, or sorry, it's wide, but it's not very deep. That is because I started putting this building up last year, and unfortunately, I had I think it was 4 of these ribs collapse, which pretty much killed my dreams of having the full deep shop. That would have probably brought it out to like, I don't know, like here, I would guess. So anyways, pretty much all the bolts are in it now. I've still got to put a couple more in. I've got strapping that's got to go across here. That kind of holds everything together. Yeah, and then we've got to finish bolting that stuff in. I don't have a garage door for it yet, but what I do have to put up is this piece, which is like this little cross member that goes kind of spans across these two. So that's going to go up, and that's going to allow us to have the doorway. What else do we have on the go? The Fiesta Derp is still running. It needs a wheel bearing pretty bad. Probably, well, I already did brakes, but definitely needs a wheel bearing pretty bad. So that is on my list of things to do on this, hopefully before the winter. But what we will be doing is once that shop is up, is we're gonna take this yellow tent and we're gonna move it to the opening of that, and it'll kind of sit within the opening, extending out the shop and giving us more space. Probably haven't shown you guys in here. This is just my temporary solution. It's got just a lot of shit in it. As you can tell, I'm generally kind of a messy person. I know I need to work on it. It's on my list of things to do, but we'll be moving all of these toolboxes into that shop. Moving in, I got a big wood stove here that's holding up this workbench. Lots of other fun parts under here. That's all my anodizing stuff, because I did anodizing for a little while. Maybe I'll set that back up and do some videos on that. But that's pretty much it. Hockey equipment, snowboard, look at that. That's pretty much it for project updates. I do have plans for the other build, which if you're a big fan of the channel, I'm sure the wind's brutal right now. If you're a big fan of the channel, you probably already know about the other build. If not, you will have to go searching, because that's cool. That is our serious drift build. That is going to be something where I'm actually building something that's going to be competition ready, not just kind of a fun hunk of shit. That's still in the works, so we'll see what else is going on. I'm also trying to arrange some travel for next year to go do some other builds, maybe across seas, maybe in other countries. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens. Other than that, what else do we have on the go? Podcast, as always, doing well. Had a couple really cool guests on. I'm gonna have Sean back on soon. I'm gonna be doing some more event breakdowns. You guys seem to like those. I didn't think you guys did. Then I got a bunch of messages saying like, hey, where are the event breakdowns? We want those. And that's basically where we go through a Formula Drift event and kind of break down each run and what we notice and what, you know, what's happening and stuff like that. So I think Sean and I are gonna do another round of those with the Pro 2 guys. Might get Big Balls Brian back on to finish off the pro side of things, because him and I started it. I think it's only fair to let him finish off the season. What else? I think that's about it. Nothing too crazy. If I miss a video or two in the next couple weeks, I apologize. I got a lot of stuff going on in the real life. So that might affect that side of things. But let me know what you guys want for content. Maybe just leave a comment below. Like, is there something I could be doing you guys would like to see? Maybe like some test drives, some reviews. I don't know. I don't know what you guys want. I know you guys like the build videos. Those are very difficult and very expensive and time consuming to do, so I can't do those all the time. But obviously with all the stuff going on kind of back here, that'll happen. And then with the new build, that's still kind of in the planning stages and acquiring parts and stuff like that. So keep an eye on our Instagram for that one to kind of get updates on it. So yeah, I'm not sure what you guys want to see. So what do you want from me? Let me know. Like that's how I get ideas for videos, is I just take them from you guys. You guys tell me what you like, what you don't like, and that's pretty much what I do. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you haven't gone over, check out our Patreon. If you guys do like the podcast, check out our Patreon, because I throw a bonus episode up every Friday. What would you guys like to see on the Patreon? What would get you guys to do $1 a month? You know, I mean, it's not a lot of money for you, but if we get a bunch of people that do that, that means that I can get more projects done. I basically take any of the money from the Patreon, which right now is like 60 bucks a month, and I throw it right into projects. That's where it goes. It helps pay for things. It bought the suspension and the brakes for the Fiesta to get that part done, to bring out that video. It's also bought a lot of parts for the Turbo Coupe and some parts for the Suburban. So that's basically where that money goes. But if there's something you guys want to, you know, maybe like behind the scenes or extra interviews, extra podcasts, different videos, something like that, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the whole Patreon thing. Should I even be doing it? Is there, you know, should I not be asking people for money? I don't know. It's a way for me to help keep projects rolling. It's a way for you guys to help support the show and everything that we do. Yeah, so that's what we've got going on. If you guys do have something cool that you want us to come out and film, send us a message, leave a comment, something like that. We'll come out. I can't guarantee that we'll come out, but we'll try and come out. Yeah, I don't know what's big on YouTube right now. I really don't watch enough of it, so I probably should. But if there is something that other people are doing that you think is cool and you'd like to see me do, or Scott do, or anybody else on the channel do, then we'll try and arrange for it. So that's pretty much all that I can say right now. So I apologize if there is a lack of videos in the next week or so. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming after that. Podcast should keep rolling. Oh, that was it. The podcasts, I've been doing them live. It's a little glitchy because I'm still working it out, but we have fiber internet here at home now, so I can do them live. I just set up a new podcasting station to make things a little bit easier for me. Nothing that's really going to affect the show at all, but it'll just make it easier for me to do it. Yeah, so make sure to check out that. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it. So thank you again for watching this update. I know it wasn't anything too crazy, but it's something. It's content for the week, and it gives you guys a little insight as to what's going on. So thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, new videos Mondays and Fridays, podcasts out every Wednesday. Check out Patreon. If you want a Piston Head Production t-shirt, let us know and we'll get one out to you. Thanks again, guys, for watching. We'll catch you next time.